Would you like to see an X-ray of your soul, an X-ray of your emotional infrastructure? Well, just like the body, today with scans, with X-rays, with different types of technologies, we can see the inner workings of what makes us tick. We have a blueprint that will give you a picture of the spectrum of your emotions, an understanding how they work and what you can do to improve them. Check out the description below, the special Omer book, 49 steps, personal refinement, character development, understanding and cultivating the very nature of your emotional being. Since we're talking about this Tafshir Chavav, so I'll share a story or two of that evening. So the Farbrengen began 8:30 in the evening. It went till around 3 o'clock in the morning. And then, of course, started the Rebbe giving out l'chaim. People came from all over. As the Rebbe was walking out, he continued to pour l'chaim all the way to coming to his room. He was still pouring l'chaim for those that came. Then he went out to the car to be driven home. And he was continuing to pour, and people were all over. They jumped on the car to the point that the car broke. So they had to take the Rebbe with a different car. All people followed the Rebbe all the way to his house. And he was continuing to pour. It says, everyone extends their hand, stretches out their hand. So a few interesting stories that happened at the time. There was one young bocher, student, who went by, and he got his l'chaim. Then he came again for another l'chaim. The Rebbe recognized that he came, and he said to him, "We gave you already." So he said he had a hole in his cup. A lochin cup, that's what he said. Got the lochin cup. A lochin cup is a combination. Loch means a hole in Yiddish, and cup means the cup, his cup. But cup also means the head. So when we say a lochin cup means a person has a hole in their head, like they're missing something. So the Rebbe said, if you had a lochin cup, was it helfen mir mal zweiten Mal? If you had a lochin cup, meaning something missing, how will it help if I give you a second time? Of course, you could also read, if you have a hole in your cup, obviously he would say that I came with a second cup. That was one story. Another story that I heard, I'm going to learn a lesson from all of these in a moment. There was someone went outside already, and he hadn't got l'chaim, and he was trying, but with all the pushing, it was very hard for him to hold his cup steady. So he kept on shaking. And and he said the Rebbe followed him with the Rebbe's cup until they met, so to speak, and the Rebbe balanced out his shaking by the Rebbe moving his cup to adjust to be able to pour him the l'chaim. And the third story, there was someone that didn't have a cup, and he put his hands out, and the Rebbe said, you have to have a keli, you have to have a cup. So you can learn 3 lessons from these 3 different episodes that all happened that Purim Tafshir Chavav, 1966. Number 1 is, you have to have a container. You can't just say, bless me. You need to have something to hold on. You have to do your part. The blessings come in the containers that we create. You have to have your pocket. You have to have a basket. You have something to hold it on. So Hashem is going to pour shower blessings on you, but what's going to contain it? It won't spill out, God forbid. So you need a keli. On the other hand, the keli has to be complete. It can't have a loch in it. You can't have a hole in the cup. And that also means to be an intelligent person and understand the blessings, and that you should have your mind with you, your wits with you, to make sure you'll be able to contain the bracha and get what you need, and you don't have to come again and go overboard here. Everything has its time and its structure. And finally, even though we may not be able to always create a keli perfectly, because our hand is shaking, or we may be limping, and I mean that also figuratively, we don't have everything worked out. We did our part. You're espektani, you tried your part. The Rebbe will already meet you halfway. And even if your hand is trembling or something else isn't working perfectly, you made a keli. Now I'll fill that keli. And the Rebbe will accommodate, just like a parent will bend down and hold the child's hand to make sure to adjust and accordingly to make sure that we get what we need. So it's a tremendous lesson in Purim itself, in the Kol HaPoshet Yad Nesim of making kelim, and what we need to do while we're also being blessed from above. So to say, hey, I just have the blessings, I don't have to do anything, that's not the way. On the other hand, just on my efforts and that's all, also not. It's not Keichev Eitzim Yadi. It's all the blessings from above. You have to do your part. When you do your part, the Eibishter And the Shliach, the Rebbe, will do their part to fulfill and fill your container. And the more you do in your part, the more the container can hold and more it will be able to absorb and retain.